It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. I am thankful that you are hanging out with me today because, friends, we are listening to some Supertramp again today on the channel, and I've been looking forward to this for a while. It was a little over a month ago, on April 12th, that I listened to the Logical song from their album Breakfast in America. I picked that one because it was the lead single from that album, which was their sixth album released in March of 1979. Now I am getting to the third single from this classic album, and it is called Goodbye Stranger. Now you might be asking yourself, Doug, haven't you heard this one? And yes, it's another one like the Logical song. If you go back and watch that video, I have just shards of memories of what this song sounds like, but I really don't have any context around what it means, why it was written, and the full experience of really paying attention to what it sounds like and what it says. So that's why I am getting to it today, and I'm happy that y'all are with me. This one comes directly after the Logical song on the first side of the album, and it is written by Rick Davies, who also provides the lead vocals in the verses. Roger Hodgson, who has his naturally higher voice, provides the lead vocals in the chorus sections of the song. This album marked a more pop-sounding approach for the band, especially when you consider their previous material, and it translated into broad commercial success, becoming their best-selling studio album. Okay, y'all, before we start in with the music, I would like to thank Factor 75 for sponsoring today's video. As a content creator who is always on the go, I struggle, y'all, with making time to eat right. With Factor 75, I get fresh, ready-made meals delivered to my doorstep. Factor's chef-created meals are fresh, never frozen, and packed with premium, science-backed nutritional quality. Now, y'all, there is no more meal prep, there is no more dishes, and there is no more unhealthy fast food. Factor 75 has a great variety of food on their menus, which are updated weekly with over 27 meal options and 34 add-on options. For me, friends, this saves not only time, but it also alleviates some stress, especially at the end of a long day when we realize we haven't had a chance to go to the store, or when we realize, we're just too darn tired to properly prepare a nutritious meal for ourselves. Factor even offers meals for those looking to follow a keto, low-calorie, or vegetarian lifestyle, even a vegan lifestyle. Meal plans range from 4 to 18 meals per week, and you can easily modify your preferences and even skip a week if needed. Use my link or visit go.factor75.com and use code FACTORSE36222 for 50% off of your first box. Okay, y'all, now that I am well fed from Factor 75, let's get on to listening to Goodbye Stranger. We've got Rick Davies on the Wurlitzer and also on the Hammond organ and on vocals. Roger Hodgson is on guitars and vocals. John Hellowell is on backing vocals and the whistles. Not like playing a whistle, I think he's actually whistling on this, and he gets credit for it. Bob Siebenberg is on the drums, and Dougie Thompson is on the bass. I am making use of the 2010 remastered studio version of Goodbye Stranger by Supertramp. Off we go. This sounds familiar. That Wurlitzer opening.
Early morning yesterday,
Nice.
I was up before the dawn.
That's an A flat on the
I
bottom.
really have enjoyed my stay, but I must be moving on.
There's some chromatic motion in that.
Like a king without a castle, like a queen without a
King without a castle, a queen without a throne.
and I must be moving on. Now I believe in what you say
There, that's the chromatic chord.
is the undisputed
But
truth.
it's A flat on the bottom.
But I have to have things my own way.
May, Ray.
Keep me in my
No, the chromatic thing is the major third down to the flat third.
Like a ship without an anchor.
Flat 7.
Like a slave without a chain. Just a thought of those sweet ladies.
Nice organ.
Shiver through my veins. Now we're going shining, shining like brand new. I'll never look behind me. My troubles will be few.
Yeah, this sounds familiar. But like again, I may have heard it in the deep recesses of my mind and not realized who it was. This sounds familiar. This is Roger on the vocals now. Completely different voice. A flat, down whole step to G flat, down to F. 251, flat 7. I think it's
Sweet devotion, it's not for me. Just give me motion, set me free. Land in the ocean,
lovely.
far away. Life I've chosen every day. So goodbye, Mary, goodbye, Jane.
Goodbye, Mary. Goodbye, Jane. So Rick's still singing underneath, and Roger and I think John are singing the high parts.
Now some they do and some they don't. And some you just can't tell.
Get some guitar popping in there.
And some they will and some they
So
won't.
far, it's been keyboard dominated.
But some it's just as well.
It's cool.
You could laugh at my behavior, that'll never bother me. Say the devil is my savior, but I don't pay no heed. And I will go on shining, it's shining like
Flat 7.
I never
It's
look behind
4 over.
me. My troubles will
Yeah, it's an
be
inverted 4 chord, that next chord. Whistles. Arpeggios in the guitar. Yeah, that's a major 4 chord over F in this key. Ray sold up, yeah. It's got a groovy feel to it.
sweet devotion. Not for me, just give me motion. You set me free. Land in the ocean. Far away.
Feel no sorrow, feel no shame. Come tomorrow, feel no pain.
Now I'm leaving. Got to go. Hit the road. I'll say it once again. Oh yes, I'm leaving.
Ooh, I gotta get the shaker for this one.
Got to go. I'm sorry, I'ma tell you goodbye, Mary. Goodbye, Jane. Will we ever meet
Cool. Does that turn to minor? Roger's guitar. It's kind of a 1/7 and a 4/7, back and forth for this solo. Those 2 chords. And that's how it's going to fade out, I think. The extended guitar solo at the end surprised me. It's such a keyboard-dominated tune. But it kind of has some balance with that guitar solo at the end. I really like that. I didn't remember it having that in the song. So there you go, y'all. That's another reason for going back and making sure that I actually know these things. A lovely, lovely pop tune there from Supertramp. You know, so let's talk about the lyrics a little bit, friends. As I was reading in, I found several different interpretations of these lyrics that were postulated by people online. And I take those with a grain of salt. Normally, I'll read in a little bit and see what I think, and then I'll also see what other people have been saying as well. The thing I thought was interesting is that some people thought it was specifically about cannabis, right? Especially with the names Mary and Jane in the chorus, because sometimes marijuana is referred to slangily as Mary Jane. But yeah, in that context, our protagonist would be quitting cannabis, but I don't think that's what it's about. Some people said it's about a relationship that's going through a breakup. I even saw somebody who thought it was about aliens. Maybe that person is the person that needs to quit cannabis. I don't think it's about aliens either. Y'all, I interpret this song as simply being about someone who is, for lack of a better word, a drifter. Someone who makes their living traveling from place to place. In the lyrics, he is a king without a castle, a queen without a throne, a ship without an anchor, a slave without a chain, right? So he might make his living as a member of the band. He might be a member of this band even. And though he very much enjoyed his experience the previous night, maybe with Mary and with Jane, he can't get emotionally attached because he's moving on, right? That's what I think that this is about. It's a real bit of insight into the life of a traveling professional, no matter what line of work that they might be in. It could be that they're in music, or they could be a traveling salesperson, or what have you, right? But finding and maintaining relationships under those circumstances, understandably, can be quite difficult to pull off. So I think that's what they're talking about, and they're just singing about what they know, right? So good for them. Supertramp, and let's see, who was it that wrote this one? That was Rick's main tune. I really, really enjoyed that one. I also enjoy hearing more than one vocalist in a single tune. So you've got Rick singing the verses and Roger leading the choruses, and I thought that was really well done. And what a side of an album, right? With this one on it and the Logical song, and there's even more classic tracks from this album, but I'm going to leave those for another time. That's going to be all for today, y'all, with Goodbye Stranger from try that again. Goodbye Stranger from Supertramp. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.